Bechele project, Joystick calibration. The necessity of joystick calibration is essential. A calibrated joystick delivers the position values in a range of 0 to 4096. These are 12 bits. The stick fully to the left delivers 0 and the stick fully to the right delivers 4096. In between, the values change even with the smallest move of the stick. So a well-calibrated stick uses the full range of 4096 steps and has no dead zones where movements have no effect to the value. To achieve this, the stick needs to be calibrated. Here is how it works. If you use the self-made stick I published on my website, depending on the stick hardware, the resulting values the Arduino delivers may vary. Since the Arduino's Micro Pro I suggest has only a 10-bit AD converter, the resulting values are somewhere only roughly in between 0 and 1024. These are 10 bits. To determine the exact values, the first step is to set the joystick limit values to 0 and 1024 within the file config.l.pm. The easiest way is to comment the working values and uncomment the calibration values as shown here. Once you are ready, save the file. Now you may start servocalib.pl. Servocalib.pl shows you permanently some values where for now only the fields joystick X and joystick Y are relevant. If you move the joystick, you see the values changing. If you go with the X-axis fully to the left until the joystick reaches its mechanical end, you see the joystick X minimum value. Move now very slowly the joystick to the right until the shown value just starts to change. Find the point where the value is lowest, but moving a little more right, it changes. Take that value and note it as the minimum X. Now move fully to the right and find the point where the value is highest, but just before it gets smaller. Note this position as the maximum X value. Now continue to do the same procedure for the Y-axis. The stick almost fully down is the lower value Y minimum, and the stick almost fully up is the Y maximum. You may repeat the procedure several times for best accuracy. Once you have all four values, quit the program by pressing Ctrl C. Now go back into file config.l.pm and enter your determined limits into the appropriate fields. If you save and quit, restart servocalib.pl and check if moving to the limits of the stick result in 0 to 4096 in field X position and also in Y position. If so, you successfully calibrated your joystick. Now you are ready to continue with the servo calibration. This you can see in another video.